Well, we need 28, 29, and 35 off of each one of these sheets. Well, I may as well do this one first. It's going to block your vision. Okay, 29 here obviously is a little shorter. Now, what was the other one? 35. I think I got it. I'll soon know when I try to lift it out of there. Yep. Come on. Okay, we'll do that the same thing on the other sheet. Now these ones here, there is not very much area sticking on the double-sided tape, and I'm afraid they could possibly get blown over. The other ones are on there pretty good, and these ones in the back here, I have to determine which side is the underside and stick that to the tape, because that's the side that won't be seen. But I do believe they have to be painted on both sides. Now that will be after everything is put together. You know what? I'm getting the cart before the horse here. I should have put these together. Yeah, I guess I'm going to have to take them off the tape now. Okay, I obviously haven't had enough coffee yet because I'm still asleep. I just wasted a whole bunch of time and tape here because these have to be all put together into two separate units. I only needed 2 of these blocks, not 8 of them. Okay, are you awake now, Ron? All right. We need J14. Okay, and I do believe it's going to... Oh, I guess that's right, because it's going to turn in like that. Okay, now at J11. And it's going to turn like that. Now in H4, don't need to worry about if it blows over, because it's going to be glued together. It's not going to blow over. Okay, it's going to go like this, only standing up. Then we need a number 2. It'll go like that. You can see that little part that I was worried about accidentally nipping off, eh? Hey, am I a Canadian or something? Okay, now J27. Which way would it go best? I keep dropping these because I'm trying not to squeeze them too hard. One of these is the one I broke. I think that's the way it goes. Or does it not matter? Let me look at that. That looks symmetrical. No, it's got a little bump on this one side. And, come on. Was there a little bump on the other side too? Yeah, there is just a little bump on both sides. You know, it's sticking to this thing. I must have some, I'm gonna have to wipe that off with solvent. Anyway, I think we got it. Yeah, I got a little bit of isopropyl here on the paper towel. You can see the rubber coming off. Okay, let's try them again, because what they're doing is they're making me look like more of a klutz than I actually am. Yeah, I think we got it now. And doesn't that look like it's symmetrical to you? It doesn't matter which way it goes. A little bump on that side and a little bump on that side to go into these little holes. Oh, you know what? I know what was sticking. It wasn't the rubber things. There is double-sided tape stuck on these parts. Well, you know, that's really good news. Do you know why? Because I was worried that something was happening to me. Now I'm either going to have to quit telling it like it is and showing all my stupid mistakes, or I'm going to have to smarten up. And the reason being is because my son watches these episodes. He watches every episode, but not all of every episode. But if he notices too many mistakes per episode, he's going to be out shopping for a home. And it won't be for him. Well, here we go. Come on. There. Okay, this one's not quite straight. Maybe I should get this on now. Okay, now I can sort of see the hole there where this has to go in. Did I get that wrong? Okay, now it shows that that goes there and that goes there. No, I didn't get it wrong. Oh, that doesn't look right. Oh, it's because it's not in the slot. There, that's better. Now it looks better. I'm trying to hold this so that you can see it too. Now there's just the one more here. Maybe this one I better use the tweezers. Redo it, because I wiped it off with my finger, I think. Okay, it's gonna go. There might be an easier way to do this, but I can't think of it right now. You know what? Maybe I should do this side first. By the time I get it in there, this glue is going to have evaporated on me here. I almost had it. Well, you know what? I think I'm going to have to just wait and let these two dry a little bit. And then I don't need to worry about pulling them apart. Then I'll put this one in. At least I didn't dissolve the little tiny pegs that are on the ends, so. Okay, about 10-15 minutes has passed, and I'm going to try this different. I'm going to see if I can get it into place first, and then apply the glue. Okay, I know this end is in the right place, but let me turn it over so I can see, is the other end in the right place? Yes, it is. Yes, it was. That's the wrong way. There we go. Now some of you will undoubtedly notice that I'm trying to put this little part in upside down. Now, fortunately, I do catch and correct this mistake before the glue is too hard and I can't do anything about it. Just put a little bit of side pressure on there and wiggle it a little bit. Make sure it's in the right spot. Now we'll let the extra thin do its magic. I don't want to be putting too much on. Okay, I'm sure that's going to be enough. Okay, I'm just going to gently hold it there and let this glue sort of smoosh its way into the, turn the sprue into sprue goo. Offhand, I would say it's probably going to hold pretty good. Let's leave it for a few minutes now. I just realized something. I've got it upside down. Okay, we got it. That was close. Okay, now we'll leave it for a few minutes. I got the other one. These actually were a little bit harder than I thought they were going to be. Does this corner look right though? Let's put it so it's mirror image to the other one. I think maybe this should be up a little bit. Okay, I think that's the way it's supposed to be. Now let's just let it let the glue dry out here. When I'm looking at them, at a normal distance like this, they actually look pretty good. It's only when you look at them super up close that, I can see where I've made mistakes. I haven't tried it yet, but they have to mount one right here and one right there. I'm just noticing right now that some of these holes got painted over, and I should drill those out first before we try it. And also there's some photo etch that has to go on and then paint them. But I do want to just see how the pegs on the bottom, you may have noticed on this bracket and this bracket, there's little pegs, and they have to line up with the holes right there and there and there and there. Anyway, we'll do that later. Oh. You know, I gotta quit using those tweezers because they are so hard to squeeze together. I suppose that what's happened now is my CA glue is set up. Okay, I've turned it upside down, as you can see. Just reinforce it a little bit from the bottom. I don't think that'll come off now. Now I was kind of worried that possibly the CA glue had a sort of, wicked its way along and filled up some of those holes, but I think it's going to look okay. We'll soon know once it's painted. Now, according to the plan, this is supposed to fit in here. I believe like some sort of a gusset or something. I think it's supposed to go like that. Now this is actually more for looks than anything. It doesn't necessarily have to provide any kind of strength. Probably putting too much on here. Let's just leave it like that. Okay, after the CA glue on this part sets, maybe I'll turn it upside down and put a little from the bottom again. Well, looking at it from underneath, it's, I don't know, maybe it doesn't need any extra CA. Okay, as mentioned before, we do have the ship's bell, but I'm just noticing here that H24, I missed it. So I gotta get that nipped off, and then as near as I can tell, all the parts for step 48 are ready to be painted. Now, these ones here, I'm gonna have to use a brush, obviously. You know what? I wonder if I should break those off and spray them and then glue them back on. Well, I'm afraid that possibly if I was to break those pieces off, I might actually break the bracket. So I'm just wondering, can I maybe just put a very thin coat on here without plugging up the holes? Maybe I got too much on the brush here. Maybe I don't have enough on the brush. Oh yeah. Okay, it looks like there's nothing going on, but actually there is. I think the second coat will probably... I just don't want to fill in the holes. Okay, what I'm going to do is just let that dry, which won't take very long, and I'll put another coat on. Okay, I put on 2 coats, and I was going to put on a third, and then I thought, no, it looks good enough, leave well enough alone. There's one little place right here where it maybe plugged up some holes, but you have to look at it to notice that. Yeah, it came up pretty good, I think. Now let's get our H24 before we forget. Okay, H24. It is some sort of a hand-operated reel, I guess, for reeling up either a hose or a rope. Now, I think I'm going to nip high up and trim later, because you can see where the sprue stops and this part begins. It'd be easy to accidentally nip off the top part of the winch, or the reel rather. Okay, got it. Now you can imagine the care I had to go to not accidentally file off these little handles. For the most part, I think I got rid of, I would say, all the sprue and flashing, and these little pins that you see right here and here, they go into holes on the deck. Now, I was just looking at that scene that I took there a few minutes ago, and I was kind of appalled at how much flashing I'd actually missed. Here I was proud of myself for not filing off the handles. Anyway, this is how small this part really is. And yeah, like I keep saying, when you see it at a normal distance, we're not going to be seeing all these little tiny flaws. Anyway, I think it's time to start spraying. We are just about ready here. And this time I've got the right gray. No, I was thinking about these pieces here that I had painted with a brush. I was realizing afterwards it would have been very easy to have masked those off and sprayed them. I guess I still could, but why bother? Now here's how I could have done it. Okay, I'm going to have to widen those. Now, I have to remember that I can't see these when I'm working like this, and I don't want to accidentally break them off. Did I say easily done it? I mean, how can something so simple end up being so awkward here? I'm stubborn, I'm sorry. Now every time I think we're just about ready to turn the page here, suddenly realize we got a few more things to do here. And okay, this one is completely plugged. And so is this one. This one's okay. Now these ones here, they're square. And I can drill square holes with my hollow chisel mortiser, which is down in the workshop. But the smallest it will go is 1/4 of an inch, and somehow I don't think that's gonna work on these ones. Yeah, this video is pretty long, and I think I better cut it off here. And yeah, another reason I could better cut it off is my coffee cup's empty. And I've had enough coffee already today, so thank you for watching. And all being well, we'll see you tomorrow, and we'll get these little pieces glued on. And then we should be able to turn to step 49.